What's up YouTube? Welcome to today's video, and in today's video we are going over the Endymion pendulum deck that I like to run. Now this one isn't the best, but it's really simple and I like to run it. It's gotten me through a good couple matches and I really like it. It's fun to play and you can have a couple good negates on the field. You can have up to 3 easily. But without further ado, let's get into some gameplay and then we're going to jump right into the deck profile. Alright guys, so jumping right into the deck profile, we have Mystical Beast Jackal, we only run 1. We have Magister, I run 3 just because, but if you have this in a different style, you usually run lower because you already have an Mighty Master as a 8 scale, and you run 3 anyway, so that's situational depending what else you want to throw in the deck. Servant, definitely run 3 just because it is the best way to get out Jackal or Mighty Master. Don't always go for Master Cereberus. He's really good, but he's not. He's more of a if you can get him on your turn type of monster. One Garuda just because Garuda is really good at popping spells and traps. Other than that, he's not really used. Then we have, of course, Jackal Kings. As many as you can get on the field. The more spell counters he has, the more effects you can counter. Mighty Master, of course, he's the end-all be-all of this deck, and you want him because he can return any card to your hand. Usually, you would want to pick either any card that has spell counters in your Pendulum Zone. If not, you will be running Magical Citadel that you can return to your hand and always activate a spell card. So there's just going to be spell counters all over the board with this deck. Reflection is good just because if you special summon Reflection, you can pick any card with a spell counter and any card your opponent has and return it back to the hand. So if they have a really huge beat stick, back to the hand, and they have to figure out a way to resummon it. Again, Master Cereberus, I'm running 3 just because if you get him in your hand, he's really easy to bring out. And his effect to remove 4 counters and take a monster, take its attack, and just remove them off the field is really great. And then we don't run any traps. You run 3 Upstart Goblins, Terraform, Into the Void. The reason I run this is because it fits your 3rd card in your hand. You can activate it, and then you usually don't have any cards in your hand anyways. And then you don't have to worry about cards in your hand anyways because the more spell counters you have, the more you can just special summon. So Pot of Desire is really good. You have multiples of almost every monster, so you don't have to worry about anything. 3 spell power masteries. This is your search plus spell counters. Secret of the Village, really useful, especially against Sky Strikers, because this shuts your opponent down. And then lastly, Mythical Institution is every time you activate Mystical Beast in the Pendulum Zone's effect, Jackal or regular Jackal or King Jackal, you get more spell counters, and then this lets you search. So if you manage to get this and Cereberus, you can already search for Servant off the bat. So there's a lot of searching in this deck, a lot of power. So we can go into our extra deck zone. So I mainly don't use this because I am kind of missing Astrograph, and this deck will work really good with Astrograph, but I don't have them. You could always take out a Reflection or a Magister. You don't need them, or even a Cereberus. But you really want to have Absolute Dragon into Vortex, but Vortex is an Omni Negate. Usually you're gonna overlay Endymion and Reflection to get you that overlay for Absolute, and then you could use Selene to bring back Endymion. Other than that, this is another 7 you can go to. I think I just found this and I just threw it in there. Artemis, Electrumite just because, but I need Astrograph, so I haven't really gone into it. Nightmare Pheonix, Daybreaker. You're going to see in the videos that I use Daybreaker more just because of his effect. IP Masquerade, Cross Sheep when you get Astrograph. But Cross Sheep is actually way better when you're running Blue Boy, basically a spellbook. So when you got spellbook engine in this deck, you could use that for more searching, and then Cross Sheep works really good. Decode Talker, just in case you have 3 monsters in your field, go into Decode Talker, why not? 2 Selenes just because, and Apollousa and Accescode Talker. I have 1 space for 1 more, but I haven't really found anything. And that's pretty much it for the deck, and there's not really much to it. Just have as many Endymions and Jackals on the field, and you're almost always negating everything on the field, and your opponent is going to surrender. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.